When the spotlight came on for the Q&A, 5 people were already standing there wearing suits and dresses with TPUSA lanyards already positioned there.
Oh yeah, DDGotAPodcast.
Let's go and take a listen to what the student actually came out on his own time and shared about how the TPUSA event actually went.
Hi, I am the UGA student that asked this question to JD Vance at the Turning Point event on Tuesday.
If there are compromised government officials in those files, how can the public trust that this administration will hold anyone accountable when its own Justice Department is actively blocking the investigation?
I sat at the front of the event and was prepared to ask a question on whether there should be a formal investigation. When I saw they opened it up for Q&A, I immediately tried to get to the mic. When the spotlight came on for the Q&A, 5 people were already standing there wearing suits and dresses with TPUSA lanyards already positioned there. I still got up and got in line, and I think I was the first one there that was not a part of TPUSA, so I just sat in line and got ready to ask my question. When we were waiting in line, this lady in a blue top was going around asking people, especially not in TPUSA, what topic we are going to ask about. When I was waiting in line and the lady came up to me, I could tell from her tone that they were probably screening the questions by topic, so I just said that I was going to ask on foreign policy.
It's surprise, surprise. They're scripting or screening questions so that they can have a heads up, or they can just simply prevent certain people from being able to ask certain questions. This is coming from the quote unquote right, or coming from quote unquote MAGA, America First, people that claim to protect and be all about free speech, because the left over the past few years have, took censorship to a whole new level. So on the right, they're supposed to be all about free speech. But just like the Erica Kirk event with Barry Weiss, where all her questions were scripted, she knew about them beforehand, allegedly, even though we've been able to prove that. Hunter Kozak was in attendance for that one as well. The same guy who was present for Charlie Kirk and seen on camera looking or appearing to do something as almost as if he rehearsed his reaction before everything even took place. All of this seems to be scripted. Not just the Charlie Kirk thing, but I'm saying politics in general. And this event was no different.
After a few more times of people coming up to me and asking what my topic was, this finally happened.
Thank you so much.
This will be the last question.
Okay. Can we take 2 more? Because I like answering questions. We'll take a couple more.
This was the last person in front of me, and when JD Vance said that they were going to have a few more questions, this lady immediately went back and started asking what my topic was again, and specifically what I was going to ask about.
So yeah, and what makes this even worse, bro, is that thank goodness that JD Vance said this, but if you asking me, maybe JD Vance didn't know that they were screening questions. Something tells me that he did know that, but let's say that he didn't know. Thank goodness that he said what he said. But it's not a coincidence that you told her that the question would be about foreign policy, and then it was right before you would go up next that she would announce that that was the last question, which makes me believe that they only get 5 questions to ask the VP. Vice President flies down and they only get to ask him 5 questions, 6 questions. Come on, bro.
At my phone and saying, "Can you please read your question to me?" I was astonished how they were talking to us, so I went off to the side to talk to somebody sitting down, and I looked back and immediately someone had cut me in line. The lady in blue put this girl right in front of me because her topic was better than mine, and here you can see me fighting back on that a little bit. Luckily, JD Vance asked for one more question again and finally let me ask a question, so I finally got to get off my chest.
We'll do one more. Sorry, real quick. I love this, but I got to go.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vice President, and coming to UGA and allowing us to express our freedom of speech. So thank you so much.
This is my first time at a TPUSA event and a political event, but I just wanted to show that this was my experience, and they might preach for freedom of speech and non-censorship, but this was just my experience and how they managed the event.
Well, I appreciate you cleaning that up, but newsflash for you, that was not a unique situation. I believe that all events are like this, even the ones where it seems that they're facing some pushback. Maybe some people slip through the cracks the way that you did, but I do believe even the people who seem to be pushing back to the president, and by president, I don't just mean Trump. I mean President Biden, President Obama, Bush, and the list goes on. I think a lot of these people are placed in position to give the illusion that we have this democracy in this country, when again, I believe our presidents are selected. I believe these people have to answer to their funders and their sponsors, and not the actual people that placed them into office.